Connect, your go to destination for all things Formula One. It's your host, Dwayne. I just want to say, first and foremost, thank you so much for tuning in. It means the world to me. And if you're brand new here, what's going on? Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Will keep this community growing and also spread the love of Formula One. Now, this past weekend was just absolutely insane. I mean, the Australian Grand Prix delivered on all that we were hoping for and more. I mean, we saw chaos, strategy, misfires, saw rain, and also for those final few laps, we witnessed how bad Ferrari strategy is for this season so far. I mean, it was just all in all a great Grand Prix to witness. Now, today we're actually going to break down a few key things. We're going to look at the key moments throughout the race. Also, we're going to touch upon how Ferrari truly fumbled their first podium finish and which teams are making considerable gains. So, without further ado, let's get right to it. Right off the bat, we already saw chaos happening. I mean, take it in. The race haven't even started yet, and already there's a safety car being deployed due to the fact that Isaac Hajgar DNF'd his car at the wall on turn 4. I mean, honestly, I feel bad for the kid because he was performing so well throughout the entire weekend. I mean, for example, he did a stellar job in FP1, FP2, and FP3. And also, he started at P11 on the grid. I mean, that's pretty good for a rookie for his first ever F1 season. And I genuinely thought that he was going to score some points for the race, but that didn't pan out. And we had to see that heart drenching walk back to the paddock for him. But thank God, honestly, for Anthony Hamilton, who came in the nick of time just to give Isaac that sense of encouragement and just that much needed hug. I mean, I just thought it was a beautiful moment, and it shows what motorsport is all about. It's about camaraderie and support, even though it's your competitor. I know for a fact that if it was Jos Verstappen, Max's dad, he would not do nothing remotely near that. He'll be like, you know what? Since you messed up, Max, why don't you walk back home and think about what you did? I mean, I guarantee you that would never happen. So, as everything happened, the race restarted. Lando and Oscar are leading the pack, followed by Verstappen, Russell, Leclerc, and Yuki. Verstappen moved up a position after turn 3 to second, but a few seconds later, Jack Doohan on his maiden voyage in F1 crashed into the barriers at turn 5, causing another safety car deployment. I mean, literally, it was just like Mario Kart happening with bananas and different obstacles on the track. Just one after the other, crash after crash. And to top it off, on top of that as well, I mean, on lap 2, Carlos Sainz car locked up on turn 14 and crashed into the barriers. I mean, what was really happening this race? That this actually no, Carlos's accident looked like it was genuinely a car issue and not so much him, but it was just unfortunate nonetheless. From laps 8 to lap 14, Lando still leading the race with Piastri and Verstappen right behind him. But out of nowhere, Kimi Antonelli just casually driving by, overtaking Nico Hulkenberg, but spun out of control and almost hit the barrier. Luckily, he was able to recover and kept it moving. And that shows us point blank period that this kid has what it takes to be a world champion. I mean, he's been widely talked about since Formula 2 days, but seeing firsthand how he controls the car in wet conditions shows us he is a next level driver, which is what we do need in the future. But Liam Lawson was struggling to keep his Red Bull under control the entire race, while Yuki was cruising by on his Racing Bull car. And it makes you wonder, did Red Bull truly make the right decision in putting Liam Lawson in that seat instead of Yuki? Personally, I believe that it should have been Yuki instead. I mean, he's been in F1 for way longer. He's much more proven track record, and he is a overall better driver under these conditions. Whereas Liam Lawson has no proven track record in F1, even when he was in AlphaTauri for half the season, he wasn't performing too well. So overall, we are seeing the pieces unfolding, and by the looks of it, Liam Lawson currently does not has what it takes to be in F1, in my opinion. Alex Albon drove that Williams impressively throughout the entire race, maintaining a considerable P5, P6 position interchangeably. To me, this shows us that Williams has been improving their car throughout the year. The FW47 does look impressive on the track. I mean, it has very good speed, very good reliability, and also it's handling corners extremely well. This car will be a factor for the midfield battle. In regards to Haas and Alpine, they were nowhere near contention for points at all due to Pierre Gasly just literally trying to stay on the track every chance he gets. I mean, it was not the best drive that he ever had. And both Ocon and Behrman were underperforming tremendously. They were not nowhere near the top 10, and they actually got lapped later on in the race. However, we cannot forget about Lance Stroll. I mean, Lance Stroll was surprisingly doing extremely well during the second stint of the race. I mean, he wasn't making any mistakes and kept the car relatively under control. Now, strategy calls were a bit shaky for the most part due to the fact that teams are trying to predict the weather and gamble on tire selection. Most teams switch between hard and medium tires based on predictions that the rain has stopped for the most part and it will not continue in the race. However, that was not the case because from lap 43 onwards, the rain started picking up again, which forced most of the teams to consider a switch to intermediates, as McLaren chose to do. But right before that call, both McLarens went off track on lap 45, and while Lando was able to get his car back on track, Oscar Piastri's car kept going and drifting till it was beached on the grass. I mean, that was just heart wrenching to see because he had such a beautiful race. Oscar was leading it with Lando from lap 1 up until lap 45. I mean, the two were just a dominant force on the track, and just to see his car beach was really heartbreaking. But to be honest, like, it was beautiful to see Oscar reversing and trying to get his car off that grass. I mean, I respect him because in the past, when most drivers do beach their cars, whether it's on grass or gravel, they might try to get it out a few times, maybe like 2 or 3 attempts, and afterwards just call it quits. But not Piastri. He was determined to get his car off the grass and onto the track in order to please his home crowd. And with their support, he was able to do just that and kept it moving and try to go on his revenge tour to get some points. Now, one of the most shocking moments during the Australian Grand Prix would have to be how Ferrari literally toss away a podium finish for both Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc. I mean, to be honest, I feel like taking a flight to Italy myself and applying for a Ferrari strategy position and making those calls because what the hell were they thinking? I mean, why on earth would you have your two drivers out on the track just to look like they're skating on ice? I mean, it wasn't smart at all because every team realized, okay, the rain's picking up, let's go and put inters on. But no, Ferrari's like, okay, let's stay out longer and take the lead. But how is that possible when rain's pouring down? Come on. And we heard Hamilton on the radio asking to come in right before the end of lap 46, which made sense because since Verstappen was going in to pit due to the same reason, it was raining hard, and Verstappen saw that there's no way in hell he could stay out on those tires. And Hamilton's like, okay, let's do the same thing and let's catch up. Hamilton's race engineer, informed him to stay on track because the conditions are apparently not going to get any worse, which was a lie and a half. Because right after on lap 47, the rain started to pour down severely. This is so embarrassing for such an established team because to make this big of a failure in strategy shows us that Ferrari has a long way to go. I mean, you would think they'll have improved over the years based on the misfortunes that they had in previous seasons, but that's not the case. It looks like a repeat of blunders in 2025 on Ferrari's side. I just hope they would have what it takes to be able to get their act together and make Charles Leclerc and Hamilton have an amazing season. Now, regarding which teams actually made pretty good gains for the season so far, first off, we got to give it to Williams. I mean, they have made tremendous gains during testing, and now at the start of the season, we can see that their FW47 is a true midfield contender. I mean, their car has decent balance, great race pace, and amazing handling. I'm pretty confident that with their lineup in Carlos Sainz and Alex Albon, that they can land a few podium finishes for the 2025 season, particularly on tracks that have a lot of straight line speed like Monza and Baku. Now, regarding Racing Bulls, honestly, they caught me by surprise. I mean, so far for 2025, they have proven to be a solid midfield team with amazing results during FP1 and FP2 with Isaac Hajar and also Yuki Tsunoda. This car is primarily based off the 2024 Red Bull with a slight modification to the side pods and the rear of the car. Overall, I believe this car will be competing with Williams for potential podium finishes and will regularly be in the points. One thing they do need to improve upon will be their race strategy and tire management, both of which showed to be lacking during the Australian Grand Prix. So, after all that chaos on Sunday, where do the teams currently stand in the Constructors' Championship? At the moment, McLaren and Mercedes are leading the race with 27 points each, followed by Red Bull at 18 and Williams at 10. Honestly, I was not expecting Williams to be in the top four, but here we are in 2025, and I'm not mad because over the past couple of seasons when James Vowell took over, the team has really transformed from a bottom performing team into a true midfield contender. I mean, they have significant upgrades to their car, they have an amazing driver lineup, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen as the season unfolds. Now, the next race happening in Shanghai. This should be an exciting race compared to last year. Last year was really, really exciting, except for the fact that Lando fumbled in turn one. Hopefully, that does not repeat again. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. What's going to happen during the race? Who will be the actual podium contenders? And how will it unfold? Until next time, take care and drive on.